Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into it, if you could just hit the subscribe button for me, it would mean a lot to me. I'm trying to get to 100. Not a big milestone for most YouTubers, but for me it would mean the absolute world. I originally did the 23andme and I did it incorrectly. I got another package mailed to me and I had to redo it. Also, very quick, this video is not sponsored. I only have like 80 something subscribers. Trust me, I would be the last person to get sponsored by 23andme currently. So out of the 23andme, there's an ancestry kit and there's an ancestry plus health kit. I did the ancestry and health one. And it says, your ancestry in detail. I have 3 regions in South America, 1 region in Mexico and Central America. Mind you, I've already seen these results, so it is not my initial reaction to these. It says that I'm 48.3% East Asian and Native American. I understand that my family is from Ecuador. My father, my mom are from Ecuador. Grandparents on both sides are from Ecuador. Everybody, I'm Ecuadorian. This is more so getting down to the roots of where it all started. And then within that, they have like little subcategories. So I'm 47.6% Northern Asian and Native American. I'm 45.9% Native American. As I'm 0.1% Manchurian and Mongolian, so barely. Once I click on Native American, it tells me that the first humans to reach the New World populated much of North, Central, and South America within just a few hundred years following their arrival from Northeast Asia. People from Northeast Asia somehow migrated to North, Central, and South America. Pangea. It's Pangea. This is super cool. Over the past few decades, researchers compared the DNAs of indigenous Americans to populations from around the world, confirming a genetic link between the native peoples of Northeast Asia and the Americas. That is so sick. Over 30,000 years ago, the ancestors of the first Americans began to form a distinct genetic population in Central Asia, and by 25,000 years ago, these ancient humans reached Beringia, a land bridge that once connected Siberia to Alaska, where they remained in isolation for millennia until the massive ice sheets covering North America began to recede near the end of the last ice age, 12,000 to 15,000 years ago. Upon reaching Alaska, these ancient voyagers became the first humans, not to mention the first member of the hominid family, to set foot in the Western Hemisphere. That's just so cool. So then we go back down into the breakdown of the percentages. I'm 36.5% European, and in that it says that I'm 31.9% Southern European, and that goes to 16.7% Spanish and Portuguese, 0.5% Italian, and then broadly Southern European gets 14.7%. Which is not surprising at all because my last name comes from Spain. We even got our own little castle in Spain. I'm gonna put that up right here. Continuing on with the European portion, I'm 1.3% Northwestern European, which is 0.3% British and Irish, yet I've never had a trumpet. I'm 1% broadly Northwestern European and 2.5% broadly European. 9.4% Sub-Saharan African, which 4.4% goes to West African, and within West African it says I'm Senegambian. Is that how you pronounce from people from Senegal? And then I'm 0.2% Nigerian. I'm 1.8% broadly West African. 2.7% Congolese and Southern East African. 1.1% Angolan and Congolese. And 1% Southern East African. 0.5% African hunter-gatherer. And I'm gonna go into that category. It sounds very interesting. It says African hunter-gatherer populations represent some of the oldest and most genetically distinct branches in the human family tree. Historically semi-nomadic San peoples of the Kalahari and the closely related co-herders in Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa speak indigenous languages characterized by click consonants, rarely found in other language families. I apologize if I'm butchering any names, any groups of people. I'm trying my best. And it says recent ancestries. So my most recent ancestries are from Ecuador and Colombia, and then Mexico and Central America, plus 9 regions. So I click on South America, which obviously that's where my most recent family is from. In the last 200 years, your ancestors may have lived in the following locations. We found evidence of your recent ancestry in the following regions. Darker regions represent places where you have DNA in common with more people who report ancestry from that particular region, because these results reflect the ancestries of individuals currently in our reference database. Expect to see your results change over time as the database grows. Evidence of recent ancestry. The strongest one, Ecuador, my people. Ecuador has 24 administrative regions, and we found the strongest evidence of your ancestry in the following 10 regions. Which one is Guayas, which is super accurate because that is where practically all of my family is from. 2 is Pichincha, which I'm not entirely sure. 3 is Manabi. 4 is Azuay. And then it says in Colombia I have a highly likely match, which is news to me. I have some family that currently lives in Colombia, but I was not aware of any family, or I was not aware of any particular Colombian roots. And then I'm a likely match of Peru, which is also news to me. And that would explain why I enjoy Peruvian food so much, because Peruvians know how to cook. This is super cool because it tells me stuff that I can do to reach back into my ancestry, kind of learn about my ancestry history, traditions that they currently do, traditions that they might have done in the past. I absolutely love this. Although it is creepy, I'll give you that. It's well worth it. I personally believe it. It's very cool. Moving on to the health portions. Keep this fairly quick because most of the stuff I'm sure you guys really don't care that much about. I just want to show you how accurate some of the stuff is. So on the traits, it can tell by your DNA if you're likely to something other than the other. Back hair, likely little upper back hair. I have zero upper back hair. Bald spot, likely no bald spot. Look, nothing, not a thing. Cheek dimples, likely no dimples. No dimples. Eye color, likely brown or hazel. They got that one right. Another one is finger length ratio, and it says that it's likely that my ring finger is longer than my index finger. This is my ring finger, this is my index finger. Look, tell me the difference. On both hands, literally. Flat feet. It says I'm more likely than average to have flat feet. Now, I'm not gonna show you my feet. Just know it's an ironing board. It says hair thickness, more likely to have thick hair. Every time I've gone to some place new to get my hair cut, they always are like, wow, you have the most thick hair I've ever seen. And I'm like, thanks. Okay, this is the one that really got me. It said mosquito bite frequency, and it says likely bitten more than often than others. I kid you not, as soon as I walk outside, I'll get bit. So say I'm with my friends and we're sitting around a bonfire or something. 10 mosquito bites must have been gone around between the whole group. I would have about 9 of those mosquito bites. I hope you enjoyed going through this journey with me. I thought it was awesome to find out where my roots and heritage come from. If you want to share your DNA and you really don't care and you don't have any too deep conspiracies about it, go ahead and share it and try it out. I would definitely recommend it. It's super cool to do. Gonna do it all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Would please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification for... Why do I always call it bell notification? It's the bell icon. Turn on the bell icon for notifications, please. I hope to see you guys next time. Take it easy.